So I heard this wild thing floating around online, man. Someone said they overheard a conversation where a guy was like, if traumatic insemination is a thing in nature for stuff like bedbugs, how can we be sure nature didn't do something like that to us?
Yeah, I heard that one too. It's that classic, I'm just asking questions, kind of nonsense that people think makes them sound deep when really, it just makes them sound dangerous.
Right? Like, it's not even a clever question. It's just creepy wrapped in pseudo-philosophy.
Exactly. Here's the problem with that line of thinking. It pretends that because something exists in nature, it's somehow justifiable or relevant to human behavior, which is completely idiotic because we're not bedbugs. We're not tiny mindless bugs acting on instinct.
Yeah, we've got language, we've got morals, we've got ethics. We built entire societies around the concept of consent, something insects can't even conceptualize.
Exactly. Bedbugs don't have the brain power for empathy or consent. They're operating off pure survival code. There's no thought, no morality, no culture. It's biology firing blindly. Humans, though, we have choice. We have consciousness. We have the capacity to understand that inflicting pain for reproduction or pleasure is wrong.
That's the thing. People forget morality isn't some optional social feature. It's literally what makes us human. You strip that away and you're not exploring nature anymore. You're just rationalizing being a monster.
Right. And I hate when people try to wrap predatory behavior in this fake intellectual packaging like they're philosophers. No, man. You're not a philosopher. You're a predator with a thesaurus. A human who even entertains that kind of traumatic insemination logic isn't doing biology. He's just trying to excuse violence.
Yeah, it's like saying lions eat their young sometimes, so maybe humans should question why we don't. No, dude, that's not a question. That's you broadcasting that you've never matured past watching a nature documentary and thinking it's edgy to relate to the villain.
And the really scary part is how stuff like that spreads online. One person says it as a thought experiment. Then someone else repeats it a little more seriously. And before long, you've got people trying to build entire movements off nature says it's fine.
Which is exactly how some of history's worst ideologies start. Just asking questions is how people sneak bad ideas past your defenses.
Yeah, because it sounds harmless, right? It sounds curious. But there's a huge difference between curiosity and corruption. Curiosity seeks understanding. Corruption seeks justification.
That's the line right there.
And that's why stuff like this has to be called out. Not because it's shocking, but because it's manipulative. Anyone trying to normalize cruelty by pointing at bugs is basically saying, if nature does it, I can too. That's not a thought experiment. That's an admission of moral bankruptcy.
Yeah, man, humans evolved past the animal kingdom for a reason. We built laws, empathy, communication, everything that separates instinct from morality. If you throw that away just to sound edgy, you're not enlightened. You're a danger to everyone around you.
A human who looks at traumatic insemination and thinks it's some cosmic reflection of humanity isn't a deep thinker. He's a rapist, wearing the mask of a philosopher.
And that's why we got to call it out when we see it. Some questions don't make you smart for asking it. They just make your intentions clear.
Amen. If your philosophy starts where empathy ends, you're not searching for truth. You're searching for permission.